it takes courage to be our unapologetic selves. Hey y'all, welcome to Meryl's Mystic. I'm Meryl, and I empower witches, bitches, and dudes to complete themselves in order to have healthier soulmate relationships and more purposeful lives. Because I believe that only if you are your own soulmate can you attract the right soulmate, because you are the one that you are looking for. And I'm here to help you do that by helping you tap into the natural cycles of the earth and the stars through astrology and tarot. And I'm also a psychic medium. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, please subscribe. And if you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So we are here today to talk about Leo season. And Leo season will start on July 22nd and it goes until August 22nd this year. And then the new moon in Aquarius will be the day after Leo season begins, on the 23rd. And the new moon during Leo season is always in Aquarius, which is actually like a great little highlight to help us get a little bit more into our weird, let your freak flag fly. That's what Aquarius is really good at. And so that's gonna really help us be our best selves. And then the new moon in Leo will be on August 8th. So how was Cancer season? Cancer season really had us digging deep into our feels and trying to align our hearts with our heads. And there was a lot of stuff that we were all moving through. And as I'm recording this, it's still about a week from Leo season, and Mars and Venus and the moon just conjuncted in Leo. So already we're having you have already been experiencing some of the strong Leo energy that really gives us the fire to get up and go and to be courageous and unapologetic in being our best selves. So what does that mean for us? Well, I can tell you already from experience that means that we will be working through some more resistance, because it takes courage to be our unapologetic selves. And that means showing up when we don't always want to show up, or working through our fear, going forward despite our fear. The root word of courage is ku, which is Latin for love, I believe. Just spouting off facts that I hold on to my mind and trust myself to be true. There is, I think it might be the Latin. I think it's the Latin root of courage. It means heart, and you can find the connection in the Spanish word corazón. Also means heart. Mi corazón, it means my love. So there's a lot of connection between our heart and courage, and having courage to go after what we want and to commit to who we are and who we want to be and what our purpose is, because we all have purpose in life, and it is up to us to find and claim that purpose. And Leo season's gonna keep helping us do that. We started in Cancer season. I mean, it's been going throughout the entire year of gearing us up and supporting us in letting go of things that no longer serve us, and really connecting deeply to like what's in our heart and what's in our soul and what we feel like we are being called to do in this life. So the main thing about this Leo season is to be yourself. We're really, if you've seen my Cancer videos, go watch the Cancer videos for your sign. A big thing about Cancer season was accepting who we are, accepting what we want in this life, and also then building boundaries to protect what is most precious to us. And it was all about, it was kind of being more I shouldn't say kind of, there was a big energy of being more selfish, and Leo season is definitely going to help us continue to carry that over, because Leo is really great about being unapologetically themselves and telling people what they think and going after what they want and being who they are. And that's exactly what we all need after we were digging around for our like biggest, deepest dreams. Now we kind of come into the Leo season to really commit to those things. That was another theme that came up, was commitment. I literally pulled one of my cards I pulled today was commitment. one of my angel cards, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like perfect, because we did so much, you know, deep diving in from Gemini season to Cancer season about who we are, what we want, and what our truths are. And now it's about committing to that and deciding, like, this is what I want, this is who I am, and I'm going to go after it no matter what anybody says. Because nobody can tell Leo nothing how to do. So Leo's really great because not only are they fierce in who they are fiercely loyal. So that's where this commitment piece comes from too. Leo's usually not afraid of commitment. They like having steady people around them. And because there is a certain, like, Leo just has a certain je ne sais quoi about them. I mean, I even put, like, my fancy nails on for you guys. Because I love my Leos. I adore you guys so much. And because the je ne sais quoi. The je ne sais quoi of just being very proud of who they are and taking pride in how they look and how they present themselves. And, you know, it's a balance. My mother's a Leo, so there was definitely some arguments about how I wanted to look and how she wanted me to look, because I was a reflection of her, because I'm her cub, you know? So, but I know she's very proud of me now, and she has been. But there was always a tug of how we came off as a reflection of her. And I know some other Leo mothers that are like that also. And if you are a Leo mother, let me know if you have a Scorpio child, or if you're a Scorpio, let me know if you have a Leo child, because I've met a lot of combinations of that, especially mothers and daughters, and because we are very similar from each other, but we have a lot to learn from each other. And I know my mom and I learned a lot from each other and still have a lot to learn from each other. This brings me to our tarot card of the season. Strength is the tarot card associated with Leo, and of course there's a lion there. And as I was talking about courage earlier, I always say that I think courage is a better name for the strength card than strength, because anybody can be strong if they need to be, but it really takes courage to work through the fear. And that's really what we're all here for, is to work through the fear of whatever comes up for you, right? Especially in this energy of being our unapologetic selves, a lot of it is the fear of what other people think, and the fear of looking silly or looking stupid or being judged, the fear of being exiled or snubbed, or what's the other word, shunned. And there's a lot of fear still in our world of being hurt and being unsafe. And there's a lot of people out there that fear for their lives every day, and yet they still get up and go and live their life. And it's more than strength. It's courage. Courage is more than strength. You are strong. Leo season is here also to remind us about how strong we are and how courageous we can be. Yeah. So, if you see too, she is connected to the magician. Her and this, our lovely femme woman here, lady, and the magician are the two figures that have the infinity symbol above their head to show that they are magical beings. And she's covered in, foliage and leaves, so she's very abundant. And she is, she knows the strength of the wild beast, and yet it doesn't deter her. Like, look how calm she is. And you know what? I almost wonder if she's one of the queens or an empress or something because she has the crown. I feel like I've seen her somewhere else in the deck. So, strength and courage to be yourself unapologetically. That's what we're doing this season. Cool. Let's get into your tarot scopes and see what Leo season has in store for you. All tarot scope readings apply to your sun, moon, and rising sign. So I always recommend that you cross-watch between your signs so that you can get a full picture of what you might be experiencing. And the intros to all the videos are the same, and I have the tarot scopes time-stamped in each description, so you can just skip that intro after you hear it the first time. Please join me on my Facebook and Instagram for the next live for the full moon in Aquarius, and that will be taking place the evening of Wednesday, July 21st. Hi Aquarius, so good to see you, my love. How was Cancer season? I hope that it gave you some clarity, and I hope that you are finding your people and your place in this world. You are so unique that it can take some time. Whoa, let's pick these. And this one. And this one. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay, Aquarius. There's some stuff going on here. Some stuff going on. We have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. Lots of fire. Lots of fire. You probably need it. You probably need it, Aquarius, because Aquarians are usually pretty chill. And being in Leo season, we are actually at the opposite end of the... Leo is opposite of Aquarius on the astrology wheel, or the zodiac wheel. And that is why the full moon in Leo is in Aquarius. So your full moon is the 23rd, and it happens, I think it's that evening of the 23rd. And so this could be, this is going to be, powerful for you and impactful is what I should say. It feels impactful. And it does feel like, there's needs to be a little like fire lit under you, lit under your little booty there. 'Cause you can get complacent. You can get comfortable and complacent. And like I was saying, Capricorn video, you know a lot too, and that can sometimes get you stuck. And it can kind of work against you, because then you can get, your ego can get you into the mindset that I don't need to learn anything else. I'm good. You know, I don't need more of this or that, the other thing, but Spirit's really trying to show us that, like, the work is never over. you know, there's always something to learn. There's always something new that's going to happen. So you have to learn how to, like, go with that flow. So fire is a good complementary element for you. Leo and Aquarius usually do really well, even in, like, romantic partnerships. Because you guys can really, like, build each other up and feed off each other. But you want to make sure you're not risking, like, being codependent and relying too much on each other. Or even Aquarius individually relying too much on somebody else to lift you up. You have to learn how to do that yourself. And there's some conflict happening here, and I'm trying to, like, put my finger on it, my thumb on it, because it does definitely feel like a mixture of external conflict and internal conflict, with the Five of Swords upright and the Five of Wands in reverse. You're having some external conflict with people where you're probably having to watch some people walk away. You're having to cut some things off. You're having to cut some people off. You're having to put up some boundaries. And you've been doing this work for a while, and it's not easy, and it can make you feel beat up, and it can make you feel, like, kicked around. And so then it creates this internal conflict that you're having with, did I make the right decision? Maybe I'm being too harsh on this person. Maybe I should let them do this, you know, maybe, you know, because, like, then you start to question your decisions, and you makes you question your boundaries, because you could be caring too much about what people think of you. Also, I know that's happening a lot right now with a lot of people, where we're putting up our boundaries, and you can get a lot of pushback for putting up your boundaries, especially when people benefit from you not having those boundaries. And so that's what happens, is then when we put them up, that's when then people start to try to fight you on it, because now they can't benefit from you. They can't take advantage of you because you now have a boundary up. But it does feel like some things have happened that have made you kind of feel like, well, like, just second guess everything. Like, well, fuck. I thought I was doing the right thing. I needed to do this thing for myself. I needed to do this thing for my family, you know, my loved ones, you know, my well-being, my, you know, but all I'm getting for it is kicked around and shit, you know, and so then it's making you feel like this, like a million thoughts in your head, at every, you know, arguing, justifying, should I reach out to this person? Should I take back what I said? Like, no. I'm telling you no. I'm telling you did the right thing. I'm telling you did the right thing. And you have to stop questioning who you are. Because then it's making you kind of, like, bitter and cynical, and it's making you question your value. It could be making you even, like, lash out at people around you, because you guys are very cerebral and in your head, and it feels like it just could be really weighing on you. And I get it. It happened to me too. And it's hard. It's hard when you have to put your boundaries up with people, especially when, like, they've been in your life for a long time, or you were trying to, like, make something happen with them. Maybe you're even, like, co-parenting with somebody, and you have to put boundaries up. to protect yourself, to protect your children, to protect your value and your integrity. You are worth protecting. What you have is worth protecting. Like, I want you to repeat after me. I am worth protecting. I am valuable. And I have things that deserve to be protected. And it's my right to put up my boundaries. And I have every right to withhold those boundaries against anybody who challenges them. And if those people don't listen, you send them to me and we'll fight. Just kidding. I just want to, like, it's just, the energy is just making me want to, like, stand up for you, Aquarius. It doesn't feel like it was like you were standing up for yourself, but then, like, the response that you got, it just, like, really got to you. It, like, hurt you. It didn't make sense. And just, like, getting you down and just making you question who you are and your decisions. And, like, I don't want you to do that. I want this to be validation that, like, you're doing the right things. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are this, like, naturally magnetic person. And so, of course, people are going to want to be a part of your life, but that doesn't mean, just because someone wants to be a part of your life doesn't mean they get to. You are allowed to have boundaries and rules and a code of conduct to have access to who you are, because you're worthy. And you don't have to give yourself away for free. You don't have to give yourself away to anybody if you don't want to. Okay? Like, it does. It makes me want to fight these people for you. Like, fuck off. Did you hear my Aquarius? Did they stutter? Why are you coming at them? Because it feels like people might be coming back at you. And that's not cool. Like, I said what I said. But they know that you're nice. They know that you care. They know how to push your buttons. Hello. They definitely know how to push your buttons to try to get back into your good graces. So if it's making you question things, stop. Nope. I said what I said. I said good day. I said good day. That's what I said. I said good day. Okay, I'm going to pull you a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. Turn it this way. They're by Alberto Violdo and Colette Baron-Reed. Oh, that was interesting. I pulled that in a weird way. I didn't even think about it. And Marcelo Lobos. Water. Go with the flow, which is interesting because we had a lot of fire and air energy. We're coming out of Cancer season. Water is very healing. Okay. Excuse me. Drink some water if you need to. Speaking of water. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after a deluge. I think that's how you say that word. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. The invitation. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. It's funny that it says do not settle on a conclusion at this time, and I'm kind of telling you, like, I said what I said, but they're talking about, like, new conclusions. I'm reiterating that you've already made conclusions, and people are trying to, like, reopen that stuff and make you reevaluate, and, like, so when you are in these moments where you're, like, questioning things and you don't know what to do, don't just pick something to do because someone's pressuring you what to do. Just say, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I gotta think about it. You're allowed. You're allowed. I don't know. I gotta sit with it and see how it feels. I'm gonna read the medicine too, because I've been picking the cards, but then, like, it seems like everyone needs everything. The medicine, because usually if it's in reverse, we read the medicine. This is a time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is also a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the maternal womb-like significance of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potentiality of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation. Emergence from it is manifestation. Immersion in it is delusion of form. Because of this, it symbolizes regeneration. Make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. So if things feel a little bit messy right now, it's okay. It's okay. And I got this visual when I was talking about what it does to flesh in the spiritual way. Like, you can literally, like, as you're in the shower, put some, like, music on or something and, like, visualize, like, all the gunk, like, all the shit people put on you. Visualize it just, like, washing down your body. Visualize the water penetrating your body and just, like, washing it down back into, down the drain. Visualize it all coming off you, dripping off your fingers, running down your legs, going into the drain, sending it back to Mother Earth so that she can transmute it into more energy. Mother Gaia is there to take our sludge and transform it into energy. She's the ultimate alchemist. And these kind of visualizations are really good and can be really powerful, is what I should say. And you can, come up with whatever affirmations you want to say while you're doing it. You can, you can even say the affirmations that we were saying earlier. I'm worthy. I am allowed. I will protect. I am worth protecting. I have value. And I release all this stuff, this shit that isn't mine. I release it. I let it come off my body. You can soak in a bath, scrub yourself down. Imagine scrubbing it all off, letting it go, like, rinse off you and go down the drain. That is what you shall do. You do the thing. All right, Aquarius, I hope that this helped and gave you at least some validation, and maybe cleared some things up for you. Let me know what resonated with you. Let me know if you have any questions. If you'd like more insight, you can always book a one-on-one session with me. My link is attached. And I look forward to seeing you for Virgo season. Bye.